And welcome back. There we go. There we go. So Marlene, we saw the clothing, we saw the dress style, we saw the hairstyle, and now we are about to
glam up that makeup. And who better to teach us a few tricks than Tanesha herself. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me once again.
Tanesha,
You are
good.
I was about to say,
gosh.
you look fabulous.
Thank you.
My
Now, Tanya, how do we demystify this? New Year's Eve. Everybody's dressed up. You know, a lot of girls now go out and get their makeups done.
That's
their
true.
makeup done.
That's true.
But it's so hard to get an appointment at this point in time. Everybody's probably booked.
I know I am.
Yeah. So now you got to figure out something at home.
Right. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys very quickly how to do a glammed out New Year's Eve look.
Okay.
For live TV.
Okay.
And also just a couple of little tips and tricks to kind of help make the application a bit more easier.
Yeah.
All right. So
And who do we have there?
oh, this is my lovely model Mia.
Yes.
Mia.
Hi, Mia.
So Mia already has foundation, her eyebrows, and a little bit of blush done already.
Yeah.
And her eyes already primed, and of course I filled in her brows already.
Okay.
So she has this natural look at this moment.
Okay.
All right. So usually when I do eye makeup, since we're just concentrating on eye makeup, I usually just separate it into 3 colors: light, medium, and dark. And I take the lighter shades, which would be maybe these lights highlighted like shades. This like I'm sorry, that's up here.
They're always on one side of your makeup palette. That's a good way to guess, right?
Right,
The
right.
lighter colors up to the darker side.
Yeah, so
Alright.
it's just that transition of color.
Yeah.
So what I'm gonna be doing for her, I'm gonna start off with something kind of nude, and with my blending brush. And I always tell people if you're doing eye makeup, I always try to look for the fluffy blending brushes. They look like these. It's very fluffy.
Yeah.
And what it does, it kind of softens the look of the eyeshadows.
Yeah.
So it's not that harsh. You don't have these harsh lines. It just looks well blended.
It's not like the sponge that comes with the makeup. That never works.
None at all. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm taking this medium light brown, and I'm just going in on the crease. And I'm thinking windshield wipers when I'm doing it with my wrist. Sorry. With these colors. So
When you say the crease, it's where the eyelid bends, right?
right. So
Okay.
if you open your eyes, that's that natural line that's created right there every time you blink.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
where your crease is.
Okay.
So I'm just taking this color right here. It's a very pretty brown. I'm just going over
You're
the
trying to
crease.
get something close to her skin color there?
Well, yeah. In this case here, it's just a little bit darker than her natural skin tone. So that's why it's called like the medium shade.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do the same thing over here. A little bit of that brown. And you see the difference that the blending brush makes when it comes to your eye makeup. You always want that soft transition of color, nothing too harsh, and it just looks more natural.
Yeah.
So it's something as simple as that. So one of the hacks that I wanted to show you guys was, you know how hard it is to get a perfectly balanced wing eyeliner?
My daily headache.
Right? So I've spent a lot of time practicing on it so I could do it free-handedly now. But for my wonderful viewers at home, I tend to use, what you can use is a little bit of tape. So what you would do is you would take just a small piece of tape, and following the natural line from your eyes, if you can either keep it open or closed, but in this case you can close because I'm doing her eyes. So what I'm doing is I'm going to place the tape, the lengthwise of the tape, on the natural line of her eye, right there, right at the end. So it forms like this barrier right here.
Okay.
So when I go ahead and I put the eyeliner on, it's going to create a nice barrier right there so I don't make any mistakes, right? So it makes it a bit easier. So I'm going to do the same on the other side.
This is great for at home, especially because
Right.
then, I don't know what colors you're gonna do, but if you mess up dark eyeshadow,
It looks
in
bad.
that edge, it looks like you came out of a fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really bad. And also, one of the tips that I usually tell my clients too, if you're gonna be doing a lot of dark makeup, eye makeup, I would prefer doing it first before doing your foundation. So that you can clean up all of the messes and the fallouts that you might get on your cheeks. Because usually when you do eye makeup, you would get what we call fallouts on your cheeks.
Yeah.
And then it would mess up your whole foundation if you have it on already.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna continue on with her eye makeup.
Okay.
So one of the things that I'm also doing is I'm taking a serum, and this is Farsali, and it has a lot of natural antioxidants, and it's very good for the skin. So what I'm doing is, what I like to do with it is I would take just a little bit, just a drop of it, and I would mix that with my brush and a shimmery color. Something glittery of that sort. And how do you feel? Let's do a copper.
That was the one I was.
Right? Good choice. So I'm taking like this copper-like color, and what this does is it enhances the color and it makes it pop.
Oh, wow.
Much, much brighter. And then what I'm also doing is I'm patting the color on, as opposed to just brushing it on.
Yeah.
So if you want to intensify your glitter or your eye makeup, I always suggest to just pat it on. Just pat it on nice and gently, and then that intensifies the color. And then when I mixed it with the serum, it makes it pop a bit more. It's also going to make it last a bit longer too. It's a beautiful copper color.
Yeah.
And I
Can I
like
just
to
take
do.
a moment here to say that I just love the name? It's called Unicorn Essence.
Yes.
Like, how awesome is that?
I know. If you go on Instagram, a lot of people hashtag it as unicorn tears.
Okay.
Oh.
It's very pretty.
Yeah,
it
it's
gives
like
your skin.
pink and glittery.
Yeah, it gives your skin a beautiful glow, and it makes makeup application so easy.
Wow.
So I'm using a brighter color here. And for my lovely ladies at home that love to use loose glitter, which can be messy at times because of course of the fallout. One of the hacks that you can do is to get the glitter to stick on your lid. If you don't have actual glitter primer, that may be a little bit difficult to find here, you can actually use eyelash glue.
Oh.
Yeah, so you would take the same eyelash glue and apply it on the lid, and then take your makeup brush with your loose glitter and then do the same thing. You're gonna pat it on.
Yeah. Now it's key to pat on the color there because that's how it shows more, right?
Right. We wanna make sure that this color, it looks really intense, especially in photos, and it's New Year's, you're gonna be taking a lot of selfies and things like that. So we wanna make sure that the color is all the way popped. So everyone can get a nice, good view of that. So I'm taking my blending brush and I'm going back in where the line was, where they meet, and just blending that out so it looks a bit softer. And then to intensify and to actually lift the eyes as well, I can go in with a little darker shade. So I can do a little darker brown. And in small circles, very small circles, I'm taking this darker brown and doing it just at the end here. This is gonna lift the eyes a bit. So for those who have maybe eyes that are maybe a little bit droopy on the sides, or if you just want to uplift the shape of the eyes, I would always do a little darker color just at the ends here to kind of lift the eyes. So I do little small circles. And with blending, I always tell people, blending is just a lot of practice. Just blend, blend, blend. Do not stop until you get the softness that you would like. All right, so we did a little bit of the darkness right there. Now for my favorite part, the winged eyeliner. Now, like I said, I've been practicing for a while, so I'm able to do it a bit free-handedly. And on myself, even sometimes when I do my own eye makeup, it takes time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what I would do is this is the same tape routine. So you can close your eyes. And like I said, the natural barrier that's created because of the tape is kind of foolproof, you know? Like you can't really make that much of a mistake. So you can just go ahead with the desired height of your wing that you would like. You can color that in. And with liquid eyeliner, I tend to do small strokes. Small little strokes. And then I just connect these little lines, connect the dots. See, so I can mess the tape up. I can do all sorts of things and make as much mistakes as I want with the tape.
Because the tape is gonna come off. Yeah.
Right. So I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. I'm not blocking, am I?
No.
Right.
That I can see.
And like I said, this is for anyone who wants to achieve that winged eyeliner look, but you can't get that balance right. One side is always longer than the next.
One side is thicker than
One
the next.
side is thicker. You're starting to look like Amy Winehouse.
Oh my gosh.
You know?
That's just my go-to look when I start to make mistakes.
I know. I'll just do Amy today.
But how high should you go? What's your advice?
I think it depends on what you're going for.
Okay.
So the more dramatic you're looking, well, the more dramatic of a look that you want, then I would go higher.
Yeah.
You could go thicker. It depends on the eye shape as well.
Yeah.
Right?
So she has small eyes.
Yeah, she has small eyes, so we don't have to do nothing too dramatic.
You don't have to go too thick.
Yeah, I don't have to go too thick either. So let me just clean this up a bit. And like I said, I can make as much mistakes as I want at the end here. This is gonna come off very pretty. All right.
That was your favorite part.
Ooh, my favorite part. So now we very lightly take the tape off. And I say this very lightly.
And there you go.
And it has that definitive edge. Very clean.
Wow.
There you go.
That's beautiful. That was.
It makes a big difference.
Big
That's
difference.
a great tip.
All right, so it's very easy, like I said, and anyone could do it at home. You can get, is this what is this?
Just
Scotch
a
tape?
transparent tape.
Yeah, transparent tape, Scotch tape. If you feel like it's sticking too tough on your skin, what I would like to do is you would take your designated piece, stick it on your arm first, and then pull it off so that some of the excess glue comes off. So when you stick it on your face, it's not that harsh.
Yeah.
All right, so let's.
And it
finish
won't
her
pull
off.
off like your foundation or anything that's already there.
No, see, because what I did, it was already set.
Okay.
And setting your foundation is such a task. Like a lot of people don't set their foundation when they do their makeup. So let me just give her a little bit of a nude color here. This is from.
So what do you mean by setting your foundation?
Oh, let me explain.
Yeah.
So what I did for her, I did a liquid foundation on her skin first. I did color correcting on her forehead and under the eyes, and then I did her foundation. Now after doing the foundation, I'm setting her foundation, meaning I'm taking the pressed powder and I'm actually blotting her face with the pressed powder that's the same color of the foundation.
Okay.
So what it does is that it kind of solidifies the makeup, and it actually helps it to last much longer throughout the day. And then it also helps prevent creasing, where we would naturally laugh, smile. These lines right here, where your foundation might actually sink into the face.
Yeah.
Setting your foundation helps to prevent all of that. So it might seem like a lot, but to be honest, it helps your makeup last longer and look more natural.
All right.
You don't want halfway through the night that you start to look like you're wearing.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. So we're trying to prevent that.
Yeah.
Let me get my little brush here.
So to get extra color, you use the serum. If you don't have the serum, what else can you use?
Well, it really is no substitute
Okay.
for the serum because it really is designed for the face.
Okay.
One of the things though would be the hack with the glitter. I'm sorry, the loose glitter and the
Eyelash adhesive.
eyelash glue. Yeah. So that's a really good. That's a really nice hack.
Okay.
So what are we playing again?
So I'm doing a liquid lipstick. This is from MAC, and what's it called? What is it? Oh, So Me. So it's a very beautiful color. It's somewhat neutral, and these colors you can use these with any eyeshadows. I love nudes, by the way. Nude lipstick.
Yeah.
All right, so giving her a nice color, and it's very beautiful on her.
Ooh.
Lovely.
Yeah, that's a very pretty color on her. Love it, love it. And then one of the big makeup trends, of course, is the highlight.
Uh-huh.
And this is usually my favorite part too. This is literally the icing on the makeup cake. So what I'm gonna be doing for her, I'm taking the MAC, and this is the Gold Deposit, and I'm using one of my fluffy brushes. If you look on YouTube, a lot of people use the fan brushes to apply the highlight, which is just usually at the cheek and the tip of the nose, and usually really any part of the face that you want to make pop and highlight. I prefer using this fluffier brush because it's more concentrated. I can get to the parts where I want to. And I'm personally using this.
Do you highlight?
Oh, definitely the cheekbones. That's one of the main. If you're not putting highlight anywhere else, it would definitely be on the cheekbones.
All right.
So what does highlighter do?
Well, highlight brings the right attention to the right part of your face.
Okay.
So what I'm doing is I'm gonna highlight her cheekbones and a little bit this way. And what this does is every time she smiles, you're gonna see this pop of shimmer on her cheeks. It brightens up the face. It's beautiful. And this gold just matches her complexion just perfectly. It's very, very, you can use this on almost any complexion.
And it's going right on top of her blush.
Right on top of the blush, right on top of the bronzers. And like I said, it's the last thing that you do. The same thing here. And just do a little bit at the tip of the nose. And then the same thing here. Very lightly with my hand, that highlight on the cheek. Bring a little bit here. And I tend to put a little bit under here. Mia's so comfortable.
I know.
She's mine. Right? So like I said, that's what the highlight does. And if you want to kind of lift the eyebrows as well, you would take the same highlight and just a little bit under the brows. Just a little bit. It gives you a little bit of color right there. So she has this gorgeous, gorgeous highlight on the cheek. See that right there? That's gorgeous.
Look at that.
Yes.
It shows a lot on camera. That's one of the great ways.
It does.
Like on TV, it will show.
Yeah, even I'm wearing some myself.
I can see it.
Right? So this is just a very simplified look. And like I said, just a little tips and tricks. So use your Scotch tape for the perfect wing eyeliner. Use your glitter glue. Use eyelash glue and your loose glitter on your lids if you want to make the glitter eyeshadows stay. And then if you have serum, facial serum, made specifically for your face, then you can add that to your eyeshadows to make it pop as well. And also don't forget your highlight for this new year.
What about mascara? I see you didn't put lashes on. A lot of people use lashes. You have on some great lashes there. And I think, no, but it seems so difficult for people to be able to do, but you could just...
For the lashes, that's true.
Yeah.
It took me some time, of course it did. And, but for Mia, she has really nice lashes right now. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna use a mascara on her. And this is the Rocket Volume Express from Maybelline. It's very nice, very nice. And this is a drugstore makeup, so you can find it pretty much almost everywhere, easily, you know, you can find
and affordable.
Very affordable, but it gets the job done.
All right.
So for her, just look down, please. And I always tell my clients to look down when I'm applying mascara, so their eyelashes aren't in the way. So what I do is, especially with mascara, I just kind of wiggle the brush in an upward motion just to get more of the product onto the eyes, onto the eyelashes. Just kind of wiggle it up.
It makes a big difference, actually.
It does, yes.
And she didn't even need lashes. Like it,
She has perfect lashes. My gosh.
Yeah, she has beautiful
look
lashes.
at that.
Yes, so she has beautiful lashes, so she's not in need of any lashes.
Yeah.
I don't either,
What?
but I love using them.
You know, I think every now and again, it's great to add to your look. It just gives a little bit of
think
extra.
so.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Yeah.
It does.
I really think so.
Yeah.
So I'm just taking a last bit of I'm using the MAC NW45. This is a Studio Fix, but I'm using it as a bronzer for her.
Okay.
So I'm just going, like Miss Mappe said, right?
There you go. You were wondering how it was
Yeah.
done, right?
Right.
Bring
so
it
just take
apart,
a little
leave it
bit.
so.
Yeah. Right. So to
Hooking it up.
kind of minimize it and just to shape out the face a little bit more, I'm
Yeah.
just taking it with this is my Morphe brush
Okay.
and just lightly going over the hairline and then jawline.
You know, it makes all the difference. Simple work. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Makes a lot of difference.
Right. Put on your nose there.
So this look would
You
be
are
a
looking
New Year
lovely.
look, a birthday look, wedding look. What's the look?
Oh,
It's a dressy look.
it's
yeah.
dressy.
Okay.
Yeah, I would
When-
go dressy. Yeah.
Once you go shimmery, it starts to make you look a little bit extra.
Yeah, it pops you.
Yeah.
And like it's like highlight for your entire face. So she has this very bronzed out, goldish
Yeah.
hue going on, and it's very beautiful in her skin tone. And we did a matte lip because we don't want too much shimmer.
Yeah.
So we kind of made a balance there using a matte lip on her.
That's beautiful.
She is, isn't
Yeah.
she?
Yeah. Mia, you're looking great, Mia.
Yeah. So, like I said, we got the highlight going on. I love the highlight, and it's all about the highlight. Do not walk into 2018 without a highlight.
All right. And we really, you gave us some great tips today because a lot of people, you're putting on shimmer over and over, hoping it'll pop, but it won't. Unless you have the right products. They're not using their highlighter. And how easy is it to wing that eyeliner with a piece of tape? It makes
Right.
all the difference.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Thank you so much for
Tania,
the tips,
Tanesha.
Thank you
Tania.
for having me.
All right. We know you're booked out, but if anybody wants to try to copy your look, you are on Instagram, so they can follow your.
Yes, I am on Instagram, Tania Tanesha, the MUA, and I'm also on Facebook. You can find me at Tania Tanesha and Makeup by Tania Tanesha.
All right.
Hey, thank you. We're gonna go ahead now though and take our final break, and when we come back, we'll have our wrap up. So stay tuned.